Joe Rogan publicly denounced Hollywood celebrities and revealed how they have done very wrong and even immoral things. Rogan explained why it is so important to be on the right side of history against the behavior that is destroying America. And Rogan shared how he does not care that he is very much despised in Hollywood, and things that Rogan shared from his personal experience about what he saw, what terrible things he witnessed done by celebrities, turns everything upside down. So let's start from the beginning. So Joe Rogan revealed insane details that Hollywood celebrities, including Oprah Winfrey, are doing in Hollywood, and this is not public knowledge because he never shared these stories. First, Rogan explained how it is not fair that Hollywood figures look down on and criticize Trump supporters as if it's wrong to support Trump. He explained that this disdain for Trump supporters reflects a broader issue in Hollywood, where celebrities are spreading their political messages when they are incompetent in these issues. Rogan also recalled how celebrities were reacting with their lives on Instagram, criticizing Trump supporters after Trump won this important election and announcing how it would worsen our democracy and how terrible things might happen. Because after the election, celebrities warned that they would move to Canada or Australia and so on. They described Trump's presidency as a horrible period. These celebrities, including Oprah and De Niro, warned how the USA might become a totalitarian country like China or Russia because of Trump. Celebrities like Oprah or De Niro have frequently compared Donald Trump to fascists from the past who always wanted to gain unlimited power and to establish an evil dictatorship. Rogan responded to these messages, explaining how this was terrible behavior. On Joe Rogan Experience, Rogan absolutely denounced Hollywood. He said, "You have these people who live in mansions, flying around in private jets, and they're lecturing us on how to live." Then Rogan added, "You take this person that's super insecure and has an exorbitant need for attention, and then you put them through this audition process. The audition process is the craziest thing ever. It devastates people's self-esteem because you just get rejected all the time." Of course, we should also mention how Rogan also denounced Hollywood award ceremonies for being too political and self-congratulatory when he said, "It used to be fun. Now it's like, who's going to preach at us this time?" And this big conflict between Joe Rogan and famous Hollywood celebrities began a few years ago. In 2023, during the conversation with Joe Diaz, Joe Rogan remembered what happened when he first entered Hollywood after transitioning from fighting and stand-up comedy. He was struck by the inauthenticity and superficiality he encountered. Reflecting on that period, Rogan shared his disdain for the behaviors and attitudes prevalent in the industry. "I hated dealing with actors," he said. "I've never been around actors. And that thing we were talking about before where people just say things they don't really mean because they think they're supposed to." He recalled the hollow compliments and forced admiration that seemed to be the norm, such as, "I thought he was amazing in that film. I thought he was excellent." Rogan, coming from a world of real, unfiltered interactions, found this insincere culture baffling and exhausting. Rogan described feeling like a misfit in the Hollywood environment, which clashed starkly with his rough, straightforward nature, developed through years of fighting and performing stand-up comedy. "I was a flawed person. I didn't have good decorum," he admitted. He explained that his last fight was in 1989, and by 1994, he was navigating a world entirely foreign to him. On set, he noticed everyone reading industry publications like The Hollywood Reporter and Variety, behaviors that seemed to him more about appearances than substance. "The whole thing to me was like this weird play that people were putting on where everybody was trying to pretend to be something so they could get auditions," Rogan remarked, expressing his frustration with the constant facade. One of Rogan's most jarring experiences in Hollywood was dealing with casting agents who wielded significant power over aspiring actors. He described how these agents treated people not as equals, but as individuals desperate for an opportunity. "They didn't communicate with you like you're a person and I'm a person," Rogan recalled. "Instead, their demeanor exuded superiority, as if saying, 'You want something from me. I don't know if I'm going to give it to you. Let me see what you do.'" Rogan found this dynamic dehumanizing and deeply unpleasant. "The whole thing was just so gross," he said, summarizing the toxic atmosphere that shaped his early impressions of Hollywood. In 2024, Oprah Winfrey and Michelle Obama delivered speeches at the Democratic National Convention, DNC, but Joe Rogan criticized them, accusing them of hypocrisy. Winfrey had spoken out against Donald Trump, encouraging people to stand up to bullying and tackle issues such as division. Michelle Obama had shared lessons from her mother, emphasizing the importance of hard work, humility, and decency. Rogan also called out Michelle Obama for saying in her speech, "She and my father didn't aim to be rich. In fact, they were wary of people who took more than they needed. They believed it wasn't enough for their children to succeed if others around them were struggling." Joe Rogan also criticized Oprah Winfrey and Michelle Obama during a discussion about celebrities who had turned against Trump in recent years. Rogan had commented on Oprah's wealth, saying, "Oprah once talked about running with Trump, and now she was at the DNC claiming he was a threat to democracy while discussing income inequality. It's like, hey lady, you're super rich. How is that equal?" He then shifted to Michelle Obama, calling out what he saw as hypocrisy in her speech. Rogan said, also when Michelle Obama was saying, I think she was saying her mother or grandmother was always suspicious of people who took more than they needed, like you are worth so much money. That's so crazy. You did it on a civil servant's salary, which is insane. Then in 2024, Joe Rogan with guest Josh Dubin talked about Jennifer Lopez's relationships while discussing the public's interest in celebrities. "People love it when celebrities get divorced," Rogan said, though he clarified that he doesn't personally enjoy hearing such news. "I just find it interesting when people keep getting married and divorced," he added. "There are a lot of people who enjoy seeing others struggle because it makes them forget about their own problems," Rogan explained. "That's why they like it when a celebrity falls and gets arrested." He also pointed out, "It's part of our culture to celebrate wealth in the most flashy and over-the-top ways. Look at how many social media influencers just show off their stuff. Look at my things. Look at the famous people I know. The girls, the yacht, the car, the private jet. It's all about showing what others can't have. So when those people fall, others love it." And it all got worse when, before the elections in 2024, Joe Rogan faced significant criticism following his endorsement of Donald Trump. This endorsement marked a notable shift from Rogan's earlier political positions, as he had previously supported Bernie Sanders in 2020 and expressed reservations about Trump, even referring to him as a man baby in past discussions. Hollywood celebrities criticized him, emphasizing his inconsistency and questioning Rogan's political alignment and the motivations behind his change in support. The backlash intensified, especially because of Rogan's substantial influence over his vast audience, with many expressing concern that his endorsement could sway public opinion in favor of Trump. Of course, Hollywood celebrities didn't want this to happen. They noted that Rogan's platform, known for its diverse and extensive reach, played a significant role in shaping political discourse, and his support for Trump was seen as a potential catalyst for influencing voter behavior. Furthermore, in 2025, Rogan's discussions with guests such as Mel Gibson and others, where they criticized Hollywood's resistance to certain projects, highlighted tensions between Rogan and the mainstream entertainment community. These interactions underscored a growing rift between Rogan and Hollywood, with some viewing his comments as antagonistic towards the industry. The combination of Rogan's political endorsement and his critical stance on Hollywood contributed to a broader narrative of him positioning himself against established institutions. And that's it for today.